this computer. Okay, so we are going to start. Someone may come a bit later. We will see. Let me just share screen with you. So today we are going to learn, to study, to understand more pronouns, possessives, and quantifiers. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good. If you don't, sometimes it's strange, sometimes it just disappear. I don't know why. Let's start. Our goals today. The first one, some words maybe you definitely know, that is like these, that, those, and they are called demonstratives. Okay, so the first one, we are going to talk about demonstratives and the difference between these words. The second one, it's a very huge block, let's also say like this. So it's a very huge chapter of pronouns. All pronouns are divided into personal pronouns, possessive, adjectives, but they belong to the group of pronouns, possessive pronouns, and reflexive pronouns. Okay, then we will talk about possessives, and we will talk about quantifiers. Something you know, maybe something you don't, it's not a problem. I combine all these 4 topics all together. So let's start with demonstratives. Okay, so demonstratives, 4 of them: this, that, these, and those. So these, it's something what we talk about singular and that is near you. Okay, so it's singular and near. You see how I place the fingers. That, so it's also singular, but it's far away from you. Later we will see all examples. These, there is, go together as nouns which are plural, and it's also near you. So these, and these, they are in one group. That is something what is near you. This and these, but this is singular and this is plural. That and those, that is singular also, what is far away, and those, that is also far away but plural. Let's move to more specific examples here and a definition of demonstratives. They're used to identify particular item, not item, item or items, like people, things, places, or animals, okay, in reference to the speaker. So we can say here, near speaker, and there, far from the speaker. Examples here, we say pronoun example, this is my baby. Okay, adjective example, this car is pink. This is maybe new for you. So we can say pronoun example and adjective example, because this pronoun is separated by the noun inside. You see? It is. So we say pronoun example and adjective example. Next, that is what I say. Again, pronoun example, that is our dog over there, far away. And adjective example, that bus is full. Okay, it calls adjective example. The same with these. Pronoun example, these are not my kids. Be careful with the reading, this and these. Okay, and adjective example, these books are interesting. And the same with those. Those refers to plural, as I said, and far away. Those are workers on strike over there. which is very common for France. Those people, not for Belarus, those people are angry. So those are separated by the noun, people, or subject. So the adjective example. Here's some more. For some students, it's easier to remember when you have the table, and this table just summary of the information below. Let's do some quiz here. Please, Emilia, let's start.
These are Rebecca's drawing pins.
This one?
Yes.
These. Okay.
These
are these. Look, here the finger, it's far away from the drawing pins. It's not.
Those.
Those, now it's correct. Those are Rebecca's drawing pins. Okay? I chose this word specifically. Drawing pins. Vika.
This is my mom's favorite bag.
Okay, this is my mom's favorite bag. Good. Sophia?
That is the watering can I use very often.
Okay. That, absolutely. That is the watering can I use very often. It calls watering can. Okay, it's two words, but this one is watering can. Next. Zhenya.
These are the apples I picked yesterday.
Absolutely. These are the apples I picked yesterday. Vika?
This is Tom's leather belt.
Yes, so it's leather. Leather belt. Emilia?
Those are my sister's Spanish books.
Easy. Okay, those are my sister's Spanish books. Next, Sophia.
That is the key.
Excuse me?
That is the key ring I got from Peter.
Okay, so we say that is the key ring. Okay, we say key ring. It's like a ring, but it's together with the key where you place together. So key ring I got from Peter, not K, please. Key. Emilia?
This is my cousin's scooter.
Yeah, this is my cousin's scooter. Zhenya?
Those are Victor's.
Excuse me, can you repeat again?
Those are Victor's new skis.
Yes, those are Victor's new skis. Good. Skis. Go skiing, and we bring skis. Emilia?
These are my old building blocks.
Okay, building. Those or these? These, because it's next, right? And these are called building blocks, not squares, not something like this, okay? Building blocks. Vika? No, no more. Now my turn. So move to the second one. Pronouns. You see, huge table here of pronouns. So we are going to talk about personal pronouns. Absolutely, you know them, but maybe you just didn't know how you name them. Okay, so personal pronouns are divided into two groups. So they are divided to before verbs as a subject, I, you, he, she, it, we, they, and after verbs as object. So before these pronouns, you should use the verb. Remember, you can say give me, give you, give him, give her, give it, give us, give you, and give them. Before verbs as subject, okay, we use the verb after them. So I give, you give, he give, and so on. Okay, so that is personal pronouns. Then we will talk about possessive adjectives. They are not possessive pronouns. Be careful. Possessive adjectives followed by nouns. So here, after these words, you should use a noun. My book, your book, his book, your book, and so on. Possessive pronouns are not followed by nouns. This book is mine.
My.
Yes, her book is hers. Doesn't matter. But the most important that after them, we don't use nouns. And reflexive or emphatic pronouns, they're slightly different in the meaning. Later I will explain in more detail. So reflexive, return to you. Myself, I, myself. You, yourself. He, himself, and so on. More detailed, it's a bit after. So, personal pronouns. Emilia, can you help me to read it, please?
Personal pronouns are used instead of nouns when speaking or writing. He's a good soccer player.
Soccer player. He's a good soccer player. Yes, football player or soccer player.
Personal pronouns replace the names of people or things. Roshan plays soccer. He is a good soccer player.
Good. So you see, they are used instead of nouns. So that's why they're personal pronouns. It's easy. They replace the person. Okay. So personal pronouns can be singular, and of course can be plural. Remember, you belong to singular if you talk about one person, and you can be also plural if you talk about more than one person. Okay, so this they. So quite easy. We, you, they for plural. All others go to singular. So that will be your first homework. That is slide 25. For next time, yes, slide 25, it's quite easy. Then you can check it after, here the answers. And now we move to the second one, possessive adjectives and possessive pronouns. This is one of the biggest group which we need to talk about. So possessive adjectives and pronouns, they express possession. Something belongs to someone. Okay, possessive adjectives go before nouns, where possessive pronouns, they don't go before nouns. This is her jacket. How can I move you? Okay, I will move you somewhere here. This is her jacket. It's hers. Sometimes possessive pronouns go at the beginning of the sentence, and students usually confused because you know that it should be at the end. No. Not only, it can be at the beginning of the sentence. Yours is in the bedroom. Okay, so for example, jacket, or it, you can use it as at the beginning or as at the end. It doesn't matter. The most important that after them we don't use noun. So we often use the rather than a possessive adjective with this pattern. It's very common. Verb plus person plus preposition. She kissed the baby on the cheek. So we don't say baby's cheek. We say she kissed the baby on the cheek, because the person whose cheek it is has been mentioned, because you know that babies. Okay, so that's why we can use the pattern like with the, on the cheek. And you can also see the information about some words we love to use them. It's on. It's used with possessive adjectives to emphasize the fact that something belongs to someone and no one else. So it's mine. So we've got our own car. It's like it's really our car. okay, not someone else. So I emphasize, not emphasis, emphasize the fact that something belongs to someone. Okay?
Okay.
So, quite easy. Personal pronouns, remember, possessive adjective. I changed to my, you to your, we, our, they, their, he, his, she, her, it, its, okay, for things. So don't forget we use nouns with possessive adjectives. So my book, your book, and so on. Possessive adjectives, my book, your book, la, 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 and possessive pronouns. We don't use nouns with possessive pronouns. And as you see, almost each of them have S, but not mine. Okay? So, example, please. Let's go, Emilia.
This is our TV. It's ours.
It's ours. Okay? Next, Zhenya.
This is my balloon. It's mine.
It's mine. So we use the question whose about possession. So if you want to say, okay, something belongs to somebody, keep it. Whose house is this? And when we make this question, after question word whose, we place subject. Not whose is house this. No. So whose house is this? This is her house, we have noun, and it's hers. We don't have any noun after. Victoria, the second example.
Whose class is this? This is our class. It's ours.
Try to connect, not this is. This is our class, it's ours. Okay? Sophia?
Whose cat is
Whose?
this?
Whose?
Whose cat is this? It's Mary's cat. It's hers.
Okay, it's hers. So, and now the summary. Possessive adjectives and possessive pronouns. My, mine. It's my dog. Mine, it's possessive adjective. Mine, possessive pronoun. Your, yours. It's you, your possessive adjective. Yours, possessive pronouns. His, pay attention, they're the same, not changeable. It's his bicycle because you cannot place two S, it's something weird. So, and it's his possessive adjective and also his, this example, it's possessive pronoun. Sometimes in some tests, they ask you separate where are the possessive adjectives in the text and where are possessive pronouns in the text. Okay, so they want to know how you know the terminology. So her, hers, it's her guitar, it's hers, possessive pronoun. So it's, so we don't use it as a possessive pronoun. Okay, the dog is feeding its puppies. So it's possessive adjective, but no pronoun equivalent for it. Because mostly we talk about animals and things. And plural, our, ours, our, possessive adjective, ours, help me, possessive
Pronoun.
You, yours, so you, your, possessive adjective, yours, possessive pronoun. Your baby is beautiful. Which house is yours? Okay, remember, after question word which, we use subject. So there, theirs, we are going in the car, okay, in their car, so their possessive adjective. Is this car theirs? Is this car theirs? You can hear like this, is this car theirs? Quite difficult to understand if you don't understand what is theirs, what's it talking about. Is this car theirs? So, theirs, possessive pronoun. So, let's practice. I decided to choose the funny things. So let's go. My, her, our, your, different possessive adjectives and possessive pronouns. The first example here, please, Victoria.
You have a new dress. Um, your dress is nice.
Is nice. Wow, so lovely. Okay, your dress is nice. Good. Next one, Emilia.
He lives in a small house. His house is so tidy.
Tidy. What does it mean, tidy?
Чистый.
Excuse me?
Чистый. Это раз.
I don't understand in Russian. Can you please tell me in English? What does it mean, tidy? Clean. Clean. Tidy.
Clean.
Yes, clean. Do you remember we say tidy and opposite is? What is opposite? Tidy and opposite is untidy. Or dirty. Okay? Dirty. You know dirty, but mostly we use untidy because it's easy. Tidy, untidy. Okay, sometimes mom comes to bedroom and say, you're always so untidy. Okay, clean it up. So tidy, untidy. Next one, Sophia.
I have got a hat. Its hat is black.
Why it's?
No, my hat is black.
Remember, okay, it should be connection with the subject. I, my, of course, my. Next, Mika.
We have got dogs. Our dogs are smart.
Yes, smart. What does it mean, smart? Oh my God, so lovely with this voice. What is smart? Excuse me?
Smart, it's
It's not only the car smart, okay? Something else. What is smart? You are such a smart girl. What does it mean, smart?
maybe small.
No, it's not small.
Speedy.
Fast?
Fast. Yes.
No.
No.
Speedy, they don't use this word. Speed, it's a noun. Fast is adjective.
Fast,
No.
okay.
Smart, no. Wow, I didn't know that you don't know this word. Zhenya.
I don't know, but
Large, no.
I know, but
You don't know how to explain. You can say, okay, these students are so smart. They know answers to all my questions. I'm happy to teach students.
Clever, yeah.
Excuse me?
Clever.
Clever, good job.
Yes.
Clever or intelligent. Intelligent, smart, clever. All of them are synonyms, okay? Smart, clever, intelligent. Good. So the word was somewhere, right? Just like turning around. Emilia.
This is a table. Its color is black.
Okay. It's color because table, right? It's a thing. It's a thing, so it's. Next, Sophia.
They are doctors. They are no. Yes, their job is hard.
Yes, so they to their. What does it mean hard? Hard, it's also adjective. We say job is hard, and it's also adverb. They are not changeable. Work hard.
Difficult.
Okay, very good. So it's difficult, hard, and hardly. It's different. Okay, hardly it's adverb, but it has another meaning. I hardly ever finish this project. It means I almost don't have time to finish it. So be careful. Adjective and adverb have different meaning, and these adjectives belong to this group. Женя.
He has got a friend. His friend is kind.
Okay. What does it mean, kind? Give me other synonyms.
Good.
Nice.
Nice, kind,
Yes.
good. Okay, so kind. Next one. Vika.
I live in a flat. I clean my flat every week.
Yes. So flat, it's a British word. Can you tell me another synonym to the word flat?
Flat.
But how else we can say?
Apartments.
Good, apartment. So American English, it's apartment, and British English, it's a flat. Okay. So now move to other examples. Emilia. Emilia.
Are those gloves Jenny's?
Gloves.
Yes. Gloves Jenny's? Yes, they are hers.
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 Absolutely, because Jenny, it's she. So she, her, hers. Okay, so her gloves, you can change easier. Her gloves or hers. Sophia?
Do those bikes?
Those. Do those. Over
Yes.
there.
Do those bikes belong to the twins? Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
There. So twins.
Theirs.
Theirs. Okay? Because twins, they, so we don't have. Sophia, I explain. You don't need to talk. Wait, I explain especially to you because you didn't know the answer. Okay? Jenny, you can talk after. So, yes, they are theirs because twins or bikes. So, twins or bikes? What we are talking about here, theirs. These theirs belong to whom?
Twins.
Twins, of course. So twins, they, so theirs. Next, Женя.
Are those?
Again, those. We finished demonstratives. Those. It's
Are
letter
those
O in open syllable. Read O. Those.
Okay. Are those books the children's? No, they are not. They aren't. Theirs.
Yes, they're not theirs. Okay, they are not theirs. Vika?
Is that car the policeman's? Yes, it's his.
Absolutely. So policeman he, so his. Yes, it's his. Okay, Sophia?
Is that Kate's racket?
Not cat.
Yes, it's
It's racket. Yes, it's
racket. Racket. Yes, it's her.
no.
Yours.
Her, we say her racket, Sophia. Hers, we don't have noun, subject, noun here. It's not a subject, noun here after. So that's why hers or her racket. Next, Emilia.
These are the children's toys. They are theirs.
Absolutely. Good. They're theirs. Vika?
Is that present for me? Yes, it's mine. That is yours.
Yes. Okay. Is it for me? Yes, it's yours. It's for you. So you, yours. Haha, I catch you here. Yes, it's yours. and homework for next time. So we have these possessive pronouns, that is slide 51 and slide 52. Next, the last group, reflexive and emphatic pronouns. So reflection from the verb reflex, okay? When we talk about reflexive pronouns, we use as a direct object when the object is the same as the subject of the verb. Later I explain. But just want to show you how we change these reflexive pronouns. I change to myself, you, yourself, he, himself, she, him, herself, it, itself. Now be careful. If we talk about plurals, they are always with vz at the end. Ourselves, not ourself. You, yourselves. So here you can be yourselves. Here you can be yourself. Okay? And they always, not themselves, please. Themselves. This is important. I'm going to show you and explain it exactly in this sentence. Let's read the sentence, please. Emilia.
I painted the house myself.
Yes, myself. Because I goes together with the same pronoun here, reflexive pronoun. Next, Vika.
Children, there's the food. Serve, uh, serve
Children. So children, they.
themselves. Yeah.
But you say someone. You serve. Because you tell them, children, you serve the food themselves? No.
Yourselves.
Yes, yourselves. Because you say you for children, yourselves. Okay, Zhenya?
Look at this model. We made it yourself.
We.
Ourselves.
Ourselves, yes. Oh, my dear, we ourselves, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You yourselves. They go together in the group. You cannot change anything. Next, Sophia.
Be careful, don't burn.
Burn, not born. I was born. Burn, don't burn.
Don't burn yourself.
This one? This one?
Yourself. No.
Yourself. This one. Yes. So you don't burn yourself, you tell one person. So you imagine when you give instruction, it means that you address to the person. And if you address to the person, it's you. So you don't burn yourself. Next, Emilia.
We can finish the project ourselves.
Okay, ourselves. So we, ourselves. Vika?
The cat
Scratched. Okay, preparing to scratch. To scratch. We say sometimes, don't scratch the skin. Okay, when it's itchy and you start to scratch it. Okay, and also noun scratches. If you scratch the skin, you get some scratches on your skin. So sorry, the cat scratched.
The cat scratched your
The cat.
The cat.
So, cat?
The cat scratched your stuff.
But cat is not you.
It's
Itself.
Of course. So cat is it. So itself. Next. Emilia.
bring me a mirror. I want to look at myself.
Myself. If you want to look to someone else, two people are standing together and they look at each other. Remember. So I look to you, you look at me, we look at each other. But if I have the same image, I look at myself, he look at himself. One of the favorite examples of reflexive pronouns. Okay, but if two people looking at each other. Okay, so next, good. Zhenya, quickly, let's go.
She made the cake herself.
Good. Herself. Here it is. Emilia, next for you.
She made the cake. He hurt himself.
Yes, he himself. It's very often with the verb hurt. The verbs hurt, burn. Okay, some problems, especially with cooking and some injuries. We love using these reflexive pronouns. Vika. Good verb. Victoria. He doesn't hear. Vika, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, please.
Why do you blame why do you blame myself?
Where did you find I? We don't have I here. Why do you blame? So you are sitting and saying, why did I do that? Why I didn't do differently? Okay, so you blame.
You blame
Vika, you. So Zhenya.
Yourself.
Of course. So you, yourself. Because we're talking about one person. Emilia, which one? This, yourself, not yourselves.
No, yes, yourself.
Yourself. So yes, but say correct and I can hear you better. So why do you blame yourself? One person, they didn't say, okay, blame, ругать себя. So why do you blame yourself? Okay, so one person talking about this person and she is blaming herself, or why do you blame yourself? If we make the question. Vika, for you again.
the girls made the dolls the girls made the dolls
Vika, change the subject girls. They. So
the girls made the dolls themselves.
So the girls, they change themselves. Not so difficult. Sophia.
He washed the clothes himself.
Yeah, absolutely. He himself.
Himself. Yes.
Yes. Two more examples. You see, sometimes mostly with the verbs that I like to use these reflexive pronouns. Emilia.
The dog injured itself.
Okay, the dog injured itself. Injured and noun injury. Injured. Vika.
She.
So it's not at the end of the sentence, you see? I changed. It's
Yeah.
not at the end of the sentence, so be careful. She
herself fixed the car.
Good. So she fixed her car herself, and she herself fixed the car. And here is the difference, emphatic and reflexive pronoun. That is, oops. Why did what's happened like this? Let me go back. That is the difference between them, and I'm going to show you these expressions first. These expressions you need to memorize and know the same as your name. Okay? These expressions are used in English really very often. One of the first expression, that is enjoy yourself, when you wish someone to have a good time. So enjoy yourself. Another one, behave yourself. Okay, so be good boy, be good girl, doesn't matter. It means behave well, but behave yourself. If you talk about one person, you wish this to one person. If you wish to 2, 3, yourselves. Next, I like being by myself. It means you like being alone. I like being by myself. You don't like to be in the company with someone, so you prefer to stay alone. So I like being by myself. She lives by herself. It means she lives alone or she lives on her own. This is the same. So she lives by herself. She lives on her own. She lives alone. All the same meaning. Next, write down, please, this example. Help yourself to some cake. You can say help yourself. It means you're welcome to take some cake if you want some. Так угощайтесь. So it's not помоги себе, please. Okay? So it's absolutely different meaning. So, and we use always preposition to. Help yourself to this cake. Help yourself to some food. Help yourself to some drinks. Okay? So when you welcome people, and you're the host especially, always say help yourself. Next one, do it yourself. It's do it without being helped. Do it alone. Do it on your own. Make yourself at home. Чувствуйте себя как дома. So make yourself at home. It's not do yourself something at home, okay? So feel comfortable staying at this place. When guests come to your home, you should say, make yourself at home and help yourself. Okay? So, and make yourself heard. If I don't hear you, I can ask, make yourself heard. So speak loudly enough to be heard by others. These expressions I will ask you definitely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, only 8 of them in our private classes. Next, what is the difference between these reflexive pronouns and emphatic pronouns? But they look the same, absolutely the same. Emphatic pronouns have the same form as reflexive pronouns, but they have different meaning. They emphasize the noun or the fact that one person and not another make the action. Let's see the example. I myself organize a party, and I organize the party myself. So they also mean without help. This is another one. So look, it means no one helped me. I did it alone. And you want to specify, I did it. No one helped me. I myself organized the party. Okay, and I organize the party myself. It means, okay, I organized it, I did it, but maybe someone helped me, we don't know. So here, I plus emphatic pronouns used to emphasize that you did it, not someone helped you. Okay, they usually go after nouns, or at the end of the sentence, or after but and then. You should count on no one but yourself. You see? So they go after but yourself. So count on you, only on you, but not someone else. So these are emphatic pronouns. Emphasis on the person who did it, and he did it without anyone's help. Okay, and they go either after subject or after but and then. Homework. Homework about our reflexive pronouns, and here you will see together with each other. Okay, so this slide 71. Slide 71 only. Next, topic 3 for today, possessive case. They are all together. We need to talk about this. So possessive case we use with apostrophe. It's not comma, it's apostrophe s or s apostrophe for people or animals. So for singular nouns, we say the child's trumpet, the cat's tail. You see, singular noun, apostrophe s, it means the trumpet belongs to the child. Okay, the chef's hat, hat belongs to chef. So we use apostrophe s. If we have our noun plural, like girls, we use only one apostrophe, the girl's bedroom. So some irregular plural nouns, be careful with these irregular plural nouns, not ending in s, we need apostrophe s. Look, man, it's already plural. We cannot make s here with plurals, okay? Because they don't have s. So with plural, irregular plural, we use s with singular apostrophe s. Because they are already plural. They're women's bags, okay? So you can add apostrophe s, make possessive case. Because women, it's not woman, okay? Women's bags. Later we will see. So also talking about compound nouns. Compound nouns consist of 2 or 3 words together. Brother-in-law, okay? My brother-in-law's car. So we add apostrophe to the last word of these compound nouns. My mother-in-law's car, okay? My brother-in-law's jacket. So it goes compound nouns. If we have 2 or more names, okay, we usually, to show common possession, we usually add apostrophe and s to the second one. Ted and Mary's house. House, only one. So it belongs to these 2 people. So, but apostrophe we place here to the second word. Let me give you another example here. If you want to say that each person has something. Each person has something. It means each person has apostrophe. Tom's and Kim's houses, and here will be plural. It means they live in the different houses. Tom's live in his house and Kim's live in his house. So that's why we use houses. Here, plural, you see? And apostrophe goes to everyone, to each person. Now, possessive case can be also with unanimated things, but we don't use possessive case. We use of. For inanimate things or abstract nouns, so not humans, let's say like this, okay? The leaves of a tree, we don't say the tree's leaves. Never, because it's inanimate things, not humans. The cost of living, not the living costs, okay? The cost of living, so we don't use apostrophe here. We also use of plus possessive case or possessive pronoun when there is a determiner. Remember, this, some, before the noun. That is a poem of Kant's, one of Kant's poem. Or I lent Tom some books of mine. My books or books of mine. Now, some phrases of places. This pay attention, please. How we place apostrophe S if you want to talk about if you stay at someone's place. I am going to butcher's. It means butchery shop. The word shop, you don't need to say, you just say at the butcher's. The company's headquarters. Okay, so here we use apostrophe. That is one kind of exception. Then we use apostrophe with time or distance. You see, even it's inanimate, but we still use it. Sunday's paper. Sunday apostrophe S. 2 days leave, it means you are absent 2 days. So it's 2 days, day plural. So apostrophe after that, leaves. So we also can use apostrophe S or of when we talk about places or organizations. Rome's museums or the museums of Rome, you can use both of these expressions. And we also use of with people in longer phrases. If you have a lot of possession in the sentence, don't make people confused, okay? Use of. That's the car of one of my friends at school. You can say like this. So this is our possessive case, of course. Now, summary. With singular noun, apostrophe S, the producer's job, the girl's hair, Jane's hand, the bag's color, so one person or thing. With plural nouns, you see S, then apostrophe. Computers, apostrophe. Shoes, heels, apostrophe. Notice boards, apostrophe color. Plural. Irregular plural noun, that is what I say. People, plural, apostrophe S. Be careful here. Everyone make mistake. Children's toys, women's bag, man's hair. Okay, plural. That's why. Next. We are going to do the homework, not practice now. That is for you. Please write down. 77. 78. And 79. Here is a bit complicated, and here you will also have of her own. Sheila hasn't got a car of her own, so I have to drive her to work. It means she doesn't have her car. You can say she doesn't have a car, or she doesn't have a car of her own. It's also often used. And here you can use of, and you can use possessive adjectives. Okay, this is a homework. I will explain personally to everyone if you have mistakes. Quantifiers. So the fourth group here, quantifiers, countable and uncountable nouns. I tried to group them and chose the most popular, which you need to know. So let's go. Countable nouns. When we talk about countable nouns, we can count from the verb count. 1 apple, 2 apples, 3 apples. Okay, 1 cookie, 2 cookies, 3 cookies. 1 egg, 2 eggs, 3 eggs. 1 tomato, 2 tomatoes, 3 tomatoes, and so on. So you can count them. Okay. Next, they can be singular and they can be plural. So you can say 1 apple and you can say 2 apples. Clear. Next, uncountable noun. When we talk about uncountable noun, butter, coffee, meat, sugar, okay, they are uncountable. They are always singular. Okay, they're always singular. This should go. This should be actually here. They cannot be plural. They're only singular. So butter is salty. Coffee is bitter. Okay, meat is oily, and so on. But what can we do with them? We can use measuring units. And I will focus today on American measuring units because students really have a lot of problem to read and understand these units. But this is a bit later. I group uncountable nouns. Most common, I use Cooper's system. Most common uncountable nouns, remember, they are always singular. Okay, so these are subjects and different fields. Physics, ethics, civics, art, even they finish with S, but they're singular. Architecture, music, photography, grammar, chemistry, history, commerce. So, about weather, thunder, lightning, snow, rain, sleet, ice, heat, humidity, hail, gravity. Okay, so weather. About sport, Emilia, can you help me to read?
Football, cricket, hockey, rugby.
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 Okay.
Hockey.
Abstract now, something what we cannot touch. About feelings also. Zhenya.
Recreation, enjoyment, information, knowledge, news.
Knowledge, news. Okay, continue.
Patience, happens.
Patience, it's adjective. Patience, it's a noun.
Patience, happens. Progress, confident, courage, education, intelligent.
Intelligence.
Intelligent.
Okay, food, Vika.
Spaghetti, butter, oil, honey, soup, fish, fruit.
And fruit. And general, Sophia?
General, glass, jewel.
Jewelry. Jewelry.
Jewelry.
Yes, rings, earrings, all jewelry. Next.
We can't see this. We can't see this.
You don't see?
Yes. Because the words and
Why you don't see? Really? Emilia, do you see?
Yes. Yes, I see.
Jeweler, can you read, please? Excuse me, why you don't see, Zhenya?
because the window of us, user Katerina Sergeyevna, Vika, and the words is very difficult to see.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry for that. Emilia, perfume?
Perfume, soap, paper, wood, petrol, gasoline.
Yes, gasoline.
Gasoline.
Gasoline, okay? So they're the same, they're synonyms. Petrol, gasoline, paper, wood, дерево, perfume, soap, but not soup. Be careful. Here's soup and here's soap. Okay, so these are uncountable nouns. So now we are going to talk, and please write down these measuring units. The first one, these measuring units can be used for countable and uncountable nouns. Okay, measuring units: cup, glass, spoon, bowl, bottle, can, jar, gallon, bag, box, slice, bunch. Later I show you examples: dozen, pint, watt, liter, kilogram, pound. So let's go. Cup. Everyone knows, cup of coffee, a glass of milkshake or juice, doesn't matter what, and a bowl of rice, porridge, soup, absolutely. So a bowl of. So in this case, when we use measuring units, we can measure uncountable nouns. So again, spoon, bag, easy. What is here? Box. Okay, so this is box of cereal. Next, bottle, can. It's not I can jump, it's a can. It's this aluminium, okay? Measuring units, so it goes can. Jar, especially for honey and for jam. We use a jar. Next, this may be new. Bunch, a bunch of grape, okay? Slice, a slice of pizza, okay? Because slice and piece, slightly different. Piece, a piece of pizza, we don't say, we say slice. And piece, it's usually higher. Slice, it's usually very thin, okay?
Okay.
Dozen. So how many? 12.
10? 12. Dozen.
Usually 12 dozen. In America, you buy dozen eggs, okay? But not 10, so it's a dozen. Now, please remember, measuring unit, you can see here, look, 1 pint. If you buy caramel ice cream, sometimes you can see pint. So 1 pint is, you see, very close to half liters or 473 milliliters. So it's a pint on this box. So, okay, so 1 pint, it's equal to half liter. Next, quart. 1 quart, you also can see, you can use also quarts. You see here, the ice cream, you can say 1.5 QT. So it's quart, it's 1.42 liters. So it's almost 1 liter. 1 quart, 1 liter. Okay, so in the future, if you see these measuring units, you will understand, because sometimes they don't give explanation. Okay, they give just 1.5 quart and that's it. Next, gallon. So 1 gallon in milk, yogurt and juice, you can buy in gallon. So 1 gallon, it's close to 4 liters. You see here, 1 gallon, the right shortly, 1 gallon. So it's almost 4 liters, 3.7. Okay, so 3 and 7, 78 even the right, almost 4 liters. Next, pound. Okay, 1 pound is equal half kilos. So you can see cottage cheese, как наш творог, cottage cheese, and you see net 1 lb, or we say here kg, sometimes they write, or lb. You see 1 lb.
1 lb.
Yeah, so it's a half kilo. And then percent, 4% milk fat, and blah, blah, blah. So, but it's 1 lb. So you should understand it, please. lb, it's a pound. So these are the main measuring units for you. Next, quantifiers. If we talk about countable and uncountable nouns, they can be measured with a quantifier. Quantifier express an amount that is not exact, but everybody understands. It's not measuring unit 100%. They still understandable. We can use a or an. It's a quantifier. It's not only article, it's also quantifier. Some, any, much, many, a lot of, lots of, a little, a few, how much, and how many. They are all quantifiers. So an, we know, singular noun, countable noun. Okay, so a nut, a lemon, an egg, so we can count an apple, so we can use an. Next, any, when we use any, we talk about plural, countable, and nouns, and also uncountable nouns. But remember, it's always negative and interrogative sentence. Example, Zhenya.
There isn't any cheese.
Yes, because we use any because sentence is negative. Okay, next, interrogative sentence, Sophia.
Is there any cheese?
Good. Okay, there aren't any bacon. Are there any banana? Banana, yes. Are there any banana? So, negative, okay, we use any and questions. Next, some. With some, please be careful. We use some to talk about plural, countable, and uncountable nouns, you know. Can be affirmative, offering, and request. This is important. We usually say, okay, I'll have some flakes for breakfast, corn flakes. So, great, affirmative sentence, clear. But we also use some in a question when we offer someone. Would you like some candies? Would you like some tea? Would you like some coffee? It's a question, but we use some. Why? Because we offer someone, okay, something. Would you, especially when you start with the beginning of this, would you like, it means you're offering someone. Would you like some coffee? Would you like some chocolate? Would you like some? Easy. So it's this kind of cliche we should be with this question. And if you have request, because in your request, you think about it, you get answer yes. In requests, it's also important we use some, because request is question. Logically, it should be any, but not here. Can I have some tea, please? Of course, if you ask this question, you assume that the person says yes, sure. So it's a request. For request, it also goes some. So these three rules with some, please remember. Affirmative sentence, then offering someone something, then request. Okay, so we can use other quantifiers. Can be big, can be small, can be countable, many. Something big, it's many, a lot of, much. And you see, they can be for both, for a lot, for example, can be for countable and for uncountable. This is very nice, because if you don't know what to use, you can say a lot of something and it's perfect. But if you talk about something small, you have to understand where you can use a few and where you can use a little. So when do we use a few? Zhenya.
Countable.
Countable or uncountable?
Countable.
Countable. And a little?
Uncountable.
Do you know how to remember? With one expression, a few friends. A few friends. So friends, countable. So if it's countable, so you will remember in the future. So with other nouns which are countable, we use few. But be careful, the difference. A few and few is different. So they are different. A little and little, they are also different. Okay, so here goes with many. I ate many slices of pizza. Many, you can use affirmative sentence, no problem. A lot of pancakes. You see, countable, uncountable, no problem. A lot of, then a lot of chantilly. Do you know what is chantilly?
It's a cream.
Good. Yes. So chantilly, it's a cream. So makes a delicious iced chocolate. So it's the correct word. We don't say it cream. It's chantilly. Okay. Next, much. Remember, the students drink too much coffee. Much, uncountable. So goes with much. Coffee is uncountable. So goes with much. So we have just a few eggs. Eggs countable. So a few.
Mm-hmm.
A little wine is good for your health. Wine is uncountable.
Uncountable.
We'll use a little or little. It depends on the meaning. I will explain later. Okay? You see, a little, not a few, please. Next, difference between how many and how much. You know it. How many, plural, countable. How much, to ask about uncountable nouns. So how many oranges do we need? How many cookies do you want? Okay, how many tomatoes are there in the kitchen? So countable. Amelia, another example.
How much water do you drink every day?
Okay, good. Vika, another example.
How much milk do you need to make a cake?
Okay, Sophia.
How much chocolate sauce would you like?
Would you like? Yes, just would you like. Okay, so chocolate sauce. So now is a difference. Little, a little, few, a few. In many situations, we can choose a little or little, of course with uncountable, a few or few, of course plural, countable, but they have slightly different meaning, but still it exists. Oh, where is it? Okay, here. So a little, we use a little to express positive idea with singular uncountable noun. If you see a, it gives a positive meaning to the sentence. They had little money to spend. It means they don't almost have any money. They had a little money to spend. It means they still had a bit. Okay? The same with a few and few. We use a few to express positive idea with plural countable nouns. It means a small number of something. Emilia, can you read example?
All she wanted was a few moments on her own.
On her own.
A small number.
Yes, just a bit. So it's a positive idea. All she wanted was a few moments. Just some moments. Okay? So remember, article a gives positive, we add article, so we add positive meaning to the sentence. Little, look, and few without a, negative idea. Little means not much, almost zero. The same with few, not many, almost nothing. We use little again with uncountable, a few with plural countable. Example, they had little money to spend. It means they almost didn't have any money. They had few moments on her own. They almost didn't have any moments. Okay, so let's try. And we are going to do together. Vika, the first for you.
Spending
So firstly decide hours, countable or uncountable. Of course countable because you have S. Okay, so countable. So you can use few or a few. Now, if it's a positive meaning of the sentence, a few. Negative, few. Answer.
spending a few hours in the sun every day is
Pleasant. Yes, spending a few hours in the sun every day is pleasant. Good. Number 2, Emilia.
We have been to the Greek islands.
Islands.
Little times.
No, times here, it's like 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. It's not time like this, you see? And you have S.
Yes, a few times. A few times.
A few times. So it's still positive, right? We went there. So a few times. Good. Zhenya?
We are very a few people in the taverna last night.
Few people in the taverna last night. So you want to show that almost no one was there. Okay, so when you can say that is a negative, yes, no one, almost no one. But maybe in the COVID it's nice. So maybe you can say a few people. So you can make it so positive. Vika, no, Sophia.
Would you like a little milk in your coffee?
Very good. So milk uncountable, positive. Would you like you actually propose or offer someone? So a little milk. Emilia?
I like to spend few.
Be careful. Here again, time for you.
A few.
No. Here times. Это как раз. And this is different.
Тут время.
Yes, and here is a time. Really time.
A little more time on the beach today.
Yes, a little more time on the beach today. Okay. Number 6, Zhenya.
He has
For rude customers. Rude.
few buttons for rude customers.
I didn't understand. He has. So patience, countable. Excuse me. Patience. It's
patience.
not.
What is it?
Patient. Okay.
Yes.
You are patient. You can teach students hours how to use countable and uncountable nouns. You are okay. She was late for 30 minutes, but she was she had patience, okay, to wait for her. She was patient.
Patient.
So he has, and you don't have S. Even if you don't know the meaning, usually you don't have S here. Excuse me?
Little.
Good. Little patient.
Little, yes, little patient for rude customers.
Zhenya, be careful. Patience. Pronounce S because patience and patient, that is different. One, okay, one is noun, one is adjective. Number 7. Emilia.
Let's see if there is not in the pot. If there is a little coffee left in the pot.
Very good. A little coffee left in the pot. Good. Sophia?
Oh no, there is so little coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Will We will have to make more.
You see, it's a difference, positive meaning and negative meaning. Good. And here are the answers. A few hours, a few times, few people, a little milk, a little more time, little patience, a little coffee, and little coffee. Before moving to this part, I would like to show you the summary. The summary which I made for these quantifiers, and it was, I should place it here, it's better. I was doing the table for these, oh, here, for these quantifiers. Okay, so used with countable nouns only, a, many, few, a few. So used with uncountable nouns only, much, little, a little bit of. So, but we also can use plenty of, lot of, lots of, no, something. Okay, with countable also, and with uncountable, plenty of, lot of, lots of, no. And another very nice word you can receive, hardly any. Uncountable and plural countable nouns, we can use hardly any. Later, you will see in the examples when you are going to do the homework about them, okay? But let's move to next examples and rules which I would like to pay attention. All, both, whole, either or either, neither or neither, both of them are correct, none, every, and each. So this table, I'm sure you will need to read and to understand after the class more. I will do it fast now, and I will focus mostly on either, neither, and both. With all, we talk about more than two people or things. Okay, all the students passed, all of them, so more than two. And the verb goes also in plural. All that clause means everything. All that he said was untrue. It means everything he said was untrue. So this expression, all that, okay, so it means everything. No, I want another color. Means everything. So both, when we talk about both, it's also two people or things. Be careful, both and any. So both refers to people. All refers more than two people. So both has positive meaning and takes a verb in plural too. Plural, plural. More than two, two. Anne and Kate are 16. Both Anne and Kate. If you see the word both, you will definitely, let's say 70% of the examples, both Amelia and Zhenya understood pronouns. Okay, so both, they are both 16, both of them are 16. You can say both girls are 16, different examples. Next one, whole. When we talk about whole, it's a singular countable. Okay, so the whole week, it's a big week, but you see, noun is singular. All the week, all week, so it goes always singular. Next, either, neither, and later I will explain it more. You will see. Either, neither, and both. I will focus on this. Now I want to say something about every and each. Here also, be careful. Every, it's a bit difficult to understand what it is here. Okay. So every we use with singular noun. Okay, and it's referred to a group of people or things that means all. But you see here, it's also singular as each. But let me explain. singular countable nouns, and it refers to everyone in this group. So every student was given a certificate. It means to each of them I gave certificate. And each also used with singular countable noun, also one by one. It's more individually. Every, we still look at them individually, but it's more like a group. Each, I care about it. I gave Emilia, I gave Zhenya, I gave Vika, and so on. So that is the difference. Every is more generalized. Each is more specific and focused on the group. Okay? So, either or, neither nor, both and. Remember this structure. Either always goes with or. Neither or neither always goes with no, and both always goes with a and.
And.
Yes. I want to erase it. Okay, so here we are. Either or. Либо то, либо то. The expression either or means to make a choice between the first one or the second. Cassie has to decide. She can either play soccer or baseball. So the choice between play soccer, or baseball. Okay, so this is the choice. That is the choice which they need to make: play soccer or baseball. Understand? Either or. Next, either or is used to exclude. We could either go to beach or to the mountains. They give you this expression, but it's still choice. Either this or that. I can drink either tea or coffee. It means I don't care. You can give me both, or you can give me any. Okay? Either is always followed by or. Either sushi or noodles. Okay? Either English or math. So it means doesn't matter. You can choose. So two possibilities. Okay? We always have two possibilities. Either or. Either eat now or after the movie. So you can use also verb. It's not a problem.
Получается тоже либо-либо?
Yes, absolutely. So in both elements are singular. Because that is important. Then the verb is singular too. Okay, element singular, verb singular too. Either the father or the mother, please, this be careful, has to attend the meeting. So father and mother are singular, so the verb has is singular too. Okay, father singular, mother singular, verb singular. Not the meaning of they, because you choose between father and mother. No. So if one of the elements is plural, then we use plural verb. Either you or the girls are going to prepare dinner tonight. So here, one element, the girls, are plural. So the verb automatically goes plural. Okay? Neither, no, ни то, ни другое. Is used to join two negative ideas. Two negative ideas. Zhenya, example.
Neither nor is used to.
Example, please.
I neither smoke nor drink.
It means I don't smoke and I don't drink. Я не курю и не пью. Okay, so both of them goes with this structure as negative. Then sometimes more than two ideas are connected by neither or nor. He neither smiled, spoke, nor looked at me. So it means he didn't smile, he didn't speak, he didn't look at me. So all of them, he has three different ideas. You can combine even more. It's not a problem. So you say neither, then you give the example, and before the last one, you place no. Okay? He neither smiled, spoke, laughed, no look at me. So, doesn't matter how many ideas you want to talk, you have the first, the second, the third, the fourth, and before the last, you place no. Neither is always followed by no. Neither Tom nor Peter could, so neither always with no. So if you see neither, you should find somewhere no. They're like friends. Okay? So neither no is used to define two possibilities, but positive. Yes, that is what I told you. Wednesday is neither the first nor the last day of the week. So not like this and not like that. So neither no. This repetitive a bit. Neither my mother, yes, can be used in the negative sentence when you want to say that two or more things are not true. So you disagree with them. Neither my mother nor my father went to university. Of course, you will choose a possibility to say my father and mother didn't go to university. Okay, this is the easiest way, but the correct way and more beautiful way, neither my father nor my mother, or doesn't matter. Next, here I gave you some more examples about the verb. Both elements are singular, the same with either. This is singular, this is singular, the verb is singular too. Okay, Sophia, can you read please?
Neither Leila nor Nancy is going to write to report.
Write the report. So two words are singular, so it's going to be singular. Here, as soon as one element plural, Emilia, can you read example?
Neither the teacher nor the students were in the classroom this morning.
Yes. So this case, you see students plural, the verb goes plural. Okay. Remember, it's also very common question in tests. And the last one, both and. So when we use both to talk about two people, things, places, or action within the same context, Both Peter and Jennifer are from the United States. If you see both, definitely should be somewhere and. Right, Vika? If you see both, so should be and. Both refers to the first and the second. They're together. I take both milk and sugar. This means I take sugar and I also take milk. Homework, either, neither, nor, or both. Unit, slide, sorry, 141. Okay. 142. Here answers. For 142, you will check yourself. And you will also need to do the last exercise about homework. Where is everything? You will have all, neither, every, reflexive pronouns, myself, ourself, both, whole, okay, in the text. This I took from Roundup 5. Here, quite good text. Okay, so this is her homework. I will ask you, I didn't write about theoretical part. I will ask you about what kind of pronouns with examples. I will ask you at the same time possessives, how we form possessive, and I will give you extra exercise if you have mistakes in the homework. And I will ask you about quantifiers, many, especially measuring units, okay, American measuring units. And these all information you need to prepare for your next class. Any questions? Any questions to me?
No.
No? No questions? It was a bit different because this information is, I think it should be easier for you because this information wasn't so complicated and a lot of you knew before, right? So that's why I hope it will be easier for you also to finish. If you have any questions, I will answer them in our private classes, individual classes. So don't put it after. If you have time, do it today or tomorrow, because you know, the more you postpone, the more possibilities to forget. So enjoy your weekend. Thank you so much. Prepare your questions, the homework,
Thank you so
and
much.
see you next week.
See you next week.
Okay?
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.